All right, we're live. Dylan, I just cut you off. I'm sorry, sir.
It's all right.
I removed you.
An ugly mug.
Yeah, we're rookies anyway. Shut the fuck.
It's all right. Listen, we're sweating baseball. We've had a good couple of days here, but listen. We want to do at least 2 best ball streams a week.
Yeah.
On the week is preference, right? Because we have full-time jobs, obviously. So we really want to do these best balls because we're really excited about what we're building and our potential $5 million valuation of teams, and that's what I see. I see me winning both DraftKings and Underdog this year, be the first ever double champ.
It's just so absurd.
And I have the Connor gift just ready, just the rock and roll. Once the double champ completes his victory. So yeah, I think
What do you think about the Max Holloway fight?
Dude, Max Holloway is gonna absolutely murder him.
I think so too.
It's not even like these opening lines are completely false, but Max Holloway opened like a -156, which is absolutely absurd, and ballooned up to -500. That is
-700 now.
It's a wrong price. It's a wrong price.
I don't see how Connor beats him. And Max Holloway, can Max Holloway get put? He doesn't really get put out yet. Topuria put him out, but Topuria may be like the best power puncher in that division of all time potentially. Like he's put out to everyone.
He is, and Topuria is so good, but Topuria like can be beatable, can be beat.
Dude, I think Topuria is has some of what Conor McGregor had, where it was like the guys he's beaten. I don't think he's better than Volkanovski. Like that, I just straight. No. I think
fight. Full disclosure, me and you are like Volkanovski fans, like through and through. Just Volkanovski's just he's an absolute hero for me.
Yeah.
Just like when he sat down Makhachev in that first fight in round 5.
It was amazing.
I was on a high.
I was giddy. I do feel like Volk is better though, Dylan. If they fall 10 times, I bet they win 6. I mean, he went 6 or 7 of those times.
Yes, probably so.
What's happening in baseball? You look like you're.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. Zach Wheeler's just shoving. Struck out 2 that inning. Pete Alonso sacked 5. Tyler Ward came around and scored fine. The Cubs are hitting. Bobby Witt flew out. Nothing special there. Nothing. Gavin gave up a solo shot to Ellie. Ellie likes to do that to folks, don't he?
Dude, it's home run Sunday, isn't it? Okay, we're live in the draft. I'm gonna add this to our feed here. All right, you got the 102. I got the 102.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. Why we have 40 seconds. I'm going first. I'll jump in. Here, you really just have to take Bijan or Jameer. I've got, for some reason, got a lot of first draft slots. So I've been just alternating the two. It's just whoever falls is who I'm taking. If you'd ask me for preference, it would be, I think Bijan's the better talent. Jameer is potentially on the better offense. It's just a coin flip for me. I just like whoever's there, I'm going to take. And I'm just going to get a fair share of both of these guys at the 1 or 2 slot. I think it's crazy when people reach for Jamar Chase. I'm definitely a robust running back builder. So are you. We're hero RB this year, I think, both of us. So I think
I like Jamar Chase a lot. I have drafted Jamar Chase over Jahmyr Gibbs. And
and I don't want to interrupt you there, but did you hear like what people are talking about, hyper fragile builds and hyper fragile RB builds? What that looks like, what they're referring to is like 4 running back builds. When you just got 4 guys you can rely on, and you just really, it's a fragile build because if someone falls to injury, you're in so much trouble, right?
Absolutely.
So if you're going to do a hyper fragile build, I got Bijan there. You're going to need to do it with robust running back build.
Before I make my pick here, again, if this was 2 spots later, it would be Ashton Genty. I'm going to take Puka. I just think you have to. I can't consider Ashton Genty over Puka there. I know that's like somewhat contrarian, but obviously it's not contrarian. It's like standard. Take a Puka there, but I think I do prefer. I prefer the running backs. I think you got the best running back in this draft.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Bijan's the best. And once again, we're looking at Week 17 matchups. Who do they get? Guess who? It's the Saints. So I'm gonna draft Saints in this team. You're gonna see me draft a lot of Tyson. I'm just looking into Tyson a little bit further, and there is a big concern there. And the concern is the injury history. ACL, freshman year, Colorado, right? I believe that's where he was at. And then he's got a lot of soft tissue injuries as well. Like, it would just break my heart if he gets hurt there.
Yeah, who did the Rams get Week 17? Because like
the Rams. I looked into this and I'm sorry, I can't remember at the moment. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Go ahead and pull it up while we wait.
So I don't hate that. Obviously, I think there's some merit to like throwing some Tampa guys in this build. Nothing out of the ordinary in this draft so far, Dylan. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary for sure.
No. It's just like these 2 guys who just come off the board, right? McCaffrey at 8. I'm always going to go Genty over McCaffrey, especially in half-point PPR. Maybe on DraftKings I could be talked into the reverse. But here in Underdog, when I'm just trying to boost my Ashton Genty shares, it's just going to be Genty all day for me.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I feel like there's got to be a better view of this. Oh yeah, there is. I can do this way. This is much better. I'm using two screens and I'm getting blocked out by this damn. So while we wait for this, what's your theory? What's your strategy here? With your next pick, you're coming up in a few.
Yeah,
hope you don't see my guy, but
yeah. And listen, once again, Taylor and I have different theories, and we're gonna gravitate towards different guys in this area. So, I'm going robust RB and then tight end. I'm kind of, if there's a hyper fragile position on my team, it's going to be the receiving core. I've had Jordan Tyson as my number 2, which is absolutely a fragile thing to do. If Brock Bowers falls to me here at 23 overall, I'm going to take him. Definitely going to skip on Malik Neighbors. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't hate that. That's tough. So like, who's the top of the funnel for you there? Like, who's the guy that you want to have?
What do you mean?
Like, who's the guy that you want to get here? Like,
it's Bowers for me, no doubt. Like, it's just 100% Brock Bowers. And I know I see people waiting, right? So obviously I have Bijan. If Drake London were to fall a couple spots ahead of ABTP, it'd be Drake London or Bowers, just to kind of get that correlation there. Looking down the board, it kind of behind the ADP, I'm looking at Breece Hall. I have enough Devonta Smith. I'll probably differentiate on this team. I could even reach for Chris Olave, which is a potential for me.
Interesting. Yeah, this is a tricky range for me often. Drake London is the number 1 that I want here.
Chase Brock Bowers off the board.
Yeah, I didn't feel like Brock Bowers was coming back to us. Chase Brown is another guy I'm really interested in. If he comes, I need a running back. Like I took Puka number 1. Okay, Chase Brown's gone. So now what to do? I don't love Jeremiah Love. I think he's going a little too high. This is a tricky range for me. And I think you have to stick to your gun somewhat here. So I'm going to take Devonta Smith. I know that's like kind of a reach, but I went.
It is a little bit of a reach.
I went Derrick Henry because it auto drafted, and this, my friends, is why to stream and do draft.
See, and this is where we'll go ahead and talk about quickly. As I make my pick, Taylor gave you the bear case on Jeremiah Love. The bull case is they get the Raiders week 17.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and draft Jeremiah Love there.
Again, I'm not like a Derrick Henry hater. I think there's some merit to like playing. So I may target like Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson in a build with Derrick Henry. It'll be somewhat contrarian. That'll be somewhat contrarian from my personal perspective on how I draft teams. I need a running back there. So it was going to be honestly like I was going to draft Devonta Smith and like maybe it's for the best.
Derrick Henry team is going to be a fun build for you to kind of parse through and work
on. Absolutely. Who are you thinking here next? You're going to get. I'm guessing you're going to go Devonta Smith.
No, it's funny you say that. I'm actually going to keep I'm going to build a hyper fragile in this one. I'm going to go Breece Hall as my RB3 and go 3 straight RBs.
Interesting. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah. So it's going to be between Devonta Smith and Zay Flowers. I prefer Devonta Smith straight up, but I think if I don't get Zay Flowers here, and if I want to stack the Ravens, I think this is the opportunity to do it. I think Zay Flowers would be. Malik Neighbors has fallen quite far. But even with that, I'm gonna take Zay here.
Yeah, I love that. Just build your build now, right? You have Henry. You need to make sure we have. And what are we looking at week 17 for the Ravens?
I don't think it's an elite matchup. Let's pull it up. Cincinnati Bengals, actually, so it's actually a pretty decent matchup. I don't hate that there.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and while you're parsing through what you're kind of lining up next, this is what I mean about the hyper fragile. We have Bijan, we have Jeremiah Love, and we have Breece Hall. We assume a little bit of uncorrelation there. I don't agree. I can get late receiver, and it might be as soon as this. And as we look at ADPs and projected picks coming up, I could totally get a Colston Loveland, right? So that'd be 3 RBs off the board, then Loveland. This is going to be a 7-2-9 receiver build minimum, looking at 9 in my current situation, I'd say. And I'm going to look for, once again, you guys know I'm targeting the Raiders. It's going to be a Raiders. Raiders for me are going to be a priority with Mendoza, Naylor, Tucker, Beck. So we'll see. I know it's a little bit of a fragile running back build, but this is what I'm going to do on this build. I'm going to only draft 4 RBs. Let's just go ahead and make sure let's go ahead and make sure while I say that the buys are uncorrelated. Yeah, we have buy 11, buy 14, and buy 13.
Yeah, I'm marking some guys here. So like Cam Scatbo, a guy that I haven't been drafted, but the coach speak is really good. And like if he's healthy, like I mean, he's gonna be definitely a top 12 RB if he's healthy.
How about this Varsha with a triple instead of a that's hilarious.
Yeah, so definitely going to be in the next 2 picks. I'm going to have to get Lamar Jackson. The question is, do I go receiver? Do I a guy that I haven't been drafted is Cam Scatbo? And so there's some, there. You don't want to completely upend your build. Again, correlation wins. I think the Ravens do get Cincinnati. I mean, I'm not like a huge buyer in the Ravens. I won't draft a ton of them, but like there is merit. I think that week 17 matchup is elite. And if Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Zay Flowers are healthy in that matchup, it's going to be a phenomenal fantasy spot. I think I do potentially need receiver. I don't need receiver. I probably need running back more. And I don't want to wait to get RB2.
What's your team? What's your team right now? Let me.
Yeah, it's Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, and Puka Nacua. I don't hate getting like another receiver one in Terry McLaurin. I don't hate getting. I mean, there's correlation if I draft Bucky Irving. I'm not the biggest Bucky Irving guy this season, but if he's there like as my RB2, I don't hate it. There's like,
I don't like it. Let me just talk about Bucky Irving. Let me just jump in him while we have time though. He is injury prone. They brought other guys in. He had an amazing rookie season, but I am so unsure about his future prospects. And I think he's going way too high in my opinion.
Yeah. Manzardo hit a home run, so that's fun.
Let's go. Yeah. Giddy up. I mean, Gunner's got 22 crisp points. Let's go. I mean, the Vinny scored some guys. I mean, we're doing all right.
What I'm going to do here is I am going to draft Cam Scatbo. I want RB2. Again, I think if he's healthy, right, he's going to be a top 12 running back. And so, like, I'm so worried about the Giants offense for sure. Like, that is a concern. Yeah. But I think if Cam Scatbo is healthy, it's like, then he's going to be valuable. And if he's not healthy, it's like I've wasted a pick already. And like, yeah, maybe my draft is done. But I don't know. What do you think about it, Don? How do you feel about it?
Love it. Scatbo looks good by all measure right now. He looks healthy. Going into the season. I think he's going to be just fine. I'm going to go Loveland here. Keep my robust running back build. Still 0 receivers off the board. Hoping to potentially get Terry there with the pick. I know you like Terry as well, but I need him. I need him badly. Need him something bad. You have 2 receivers. So I'm going to go ahead.
No. Yeah. Terry for me is like, I don't hate Terry, but I need Lamar. So like, it doesn't matter, that you drafted Terry there because I definitely need Lamar.
So we have 3. This is the build. Currently we have Bijan, Jeremiah Love, Breece Hall, Terry McLaurin, Colson Loveland. Really like the start. The start's fine.
Yeah. If GTO MF snipes my Lamar here, I'm going to be furious. I thought he did it for a second. Okay, I'm gonna take Lamar. I love this start. It's interesting. Lamar, Derrick Henry, Cam Scatbo, Puka Nacua, Zay Flowers.
Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting for you because it's not a build you would typically gravitate towards, which is sometimes what you need to do. And then from there, get your guys right. Like you wouldn't normally get Henry. You at the fate of the auto draft there, but I think it's a good bet to have him on a few shares. Just we know an underdog, Derrick Henry is going to be a lot more valuable, right? He's going to have a lot of those touchdowns still run through him on the goal line. So.
Yeah, we'll see. Guy that I like. I don't know if I love Martin Harrison. He's an interesting click here.
The only problem with Marv is like
the guy. I don't know if you like him as much as I do. I just do feel like he's going to be a workhorse again. So I'm interested yet again in Chuba Hubbard. I liked him last season. I like him this season.
Yes.
Again, maybe a bit of an overkill, but I do like. I like the spot a lot for him. While we wait for our picks, Dylan, how's baseball looking for you?
Looking good. Everything's kind of as expected. The Royals only scored 1 in the first. That's something, right? And we have Orioles still on the base. I mean, Zach Wheeler's absolutely shoving at no ownership. That's why you pay up sometimes to be a contrarian. I mean, he is at under 50 pitches starting the 5th inning. I mean, you can't get much better than that.
It looks like, again, this is just – it looks like it's going to be a high-scoring slate. I mean, like – you're going to want points. I mean, that goes without saying. But, like, there's certain states you can win without without, like, a bunch of home runs. But today feels like you're going to want them points.
You're going to need it.
I mean, like, Bazana singled again. So there's some – he's got 7 points. I mean, like, my hitters – Cleveland's coming off for me. 2 home runs. Manzardo 16, DeLauder 21.
Correct. Good call there. Good call.
Yeah.
So,
Kansas City's chalk, but like I still want that's my secondary stack. So if Gonzaga could put up around 12 to 15, Jose puts up around 20. I'm gonna need Angel.
and the reason guys were sweating this so much is we both are in the big 7-7-7.
Yeah. Dude, also this is just what we do casually, and then we're just drafting together, fucking hanging out.
Yeah, and listen, no way Jaden makes it back to me, right? To pair with Terry. This is where I'm gonna have to make some pivots here. Because
I don't think so.
Any auto drafter is just gonna absolutely scoop Jaden up and break my heart. They're gone off the board. What I'm gonna do here is potentially just wait. I mean, I can pair Caleb Williams with Colston Loveland. I don't necessarily need to do that. So I might just go Pollard and keep that robust running back build, have Terry, and just make that my 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait to see who comes off the board.
I don't hate that, Dylan. Kind of my thoughts here. I like the talent of Marvin Harrison. So like if I can get him, so that's who I'm gonna go here. It's between him and Chuba. I have 2 solid running backs I like. I think Marvin Harrison still has that receiver 1 upside, not like number 1 overall receiver, but like he does have like a WR1 upside potentially. And because of that, I like the pick. Not my favorite pick. I don't know how the offense is going to function this year, but it is a good week 17 matchup. And I think there's a ton of unknowns still. And those unknowns kind of make me a little bit excited and giddy about him. I drafted him so much last season.
I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I just went ahead and drafted Caleb Williams as my pairing with Colston Loveland.
Interesting.
I know it might not be the most attractive pick, but I'm going to go Loveland and then go – I'm going to go Williams and then go Tony Pollard on this site.
I don't hate it. This is a tricky part of the draft. You kind of have to start looking ahead. Like, okay, like how do I want to play this out? Man, I cannot draft I cannot draft Michael Wilson with Marvin Harrison. That's for sure.
You could, but then there's so much speculation. It really shouldn't be Beck. Brissett showed us enough where he should be the starter week 1, and Beck needs some seasoning. So I don't understand why people are clamoring to see Beck. And what we saw in college was not special by any means. So I'm not sure about anyone seeing that.
Okay, so part of me wants to draft Jackson Dart. I like it with my New York
Colton Cowser 2-run shot.
Let's go.
Giddy
up, baby. Well, dude, okay. I'm with Makai Lemon. I'm just getting freaking I'm like so cooked in baseball. I mean, like just so watching baseball that I'm not even that's huge. That's a monster home run.
Did you get auto drafted again?
Yeah, I mean, Makai Lemon's not a bad auto draft, but I can't let that happen again. I'm sorry.
This is the case of distracted drafters.
Yeah.
This is why everyone's slow draft, and these are the hilarious teams when they make it through. You're like, dude, you got beat by a guy that's barely paying attention to this draft. I love a Cowser home run only because the guy is unowned. I mean, he's an outfielder that's 2-3 that no one's played, right? And that's all we talk about ownership leverage. That's just what you need time and time again.
100%. I mean, your team's scoring pretty well right now.
Yeah, it's a no doubt. Yeah, Evanston 16th in a big ticket. So
who do we? So and honestly, Kansas City hasn't really even started yet. Right? I mean, which is interesting. Yeah, Wheeler could be a big boon for you. I mean, what's trending towards cashing, which is great. We want Kansas City to get a Palante. He sounds like a Mediterranean dish.
And he's fine. I mean, we know he has ownership we all chase the weather there occasionally, right? But for him we just know he has flaws, and his flaws are giving up hard hits and walking guys. And me and you, for whatever reason, we are just absolute suckers in that Kansas City team. We think they're much better than they are. They are much better than they currently are. That's a fact. So,
dude, they totally fuck us. We get fucked by them so often.
But the thing about them is they've already hit, right? Mikhail's already got on scored, Vinny scored, and stacking a team can help you in some ways. If low runs are scored, it's never going to be the biggest issue. So
yeah, it happens. Like sometimes it happens all in a couple innings too. So you just want to stack the points where you can. Pitching looks solid. Like there hasn't yet. You just kind of want to differentiate there and hope you can take down
best you can. And I think I have a. It's funny. We'll divert. I think I have a bet with everything's looking good as well. So John Rahm out there winning.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
this bet it's just a 5-way, and we're looking good here. Cash out's looking healthy, which is always an indication that it's doing really well. Yeah, it's got Cubs money line, Blue Jays money line, Orioles money line, and just some unders. We're looking healthy to run that into the cash hole.
I went Blake Corum there. He paired him with Scatbo and Henry, given that Puka Nakua. I like that. I mean, I think he's going to get plenty of work in that offense. I'm probably going. Shit, dude. Who took Golden?
Listen. Once you're done chit chatting, I want to tell you about my build and how disgusting I think people would see this as, which I love. I love a disgusting build.
You do like it nasty.
I love to discuss just because like people won't build. It's just like we're getting some differentiation as far as builds go. So once I get my guy here, I'm gonna go ahead and just run it through for you.
Who's your guy? Don't tell me.
And I can't possibly draft any more running backs. I just went Manangai quickly before this next guy's gonna go. I'm gonna take him, but Manangai is just such a good pickup, and with a Caleb Williams stack. So I got tight end and running back wrapped up. This is my team as of now: Caleb Williams, Bijan, Jeremiah Love, Brees Hall, Tony Pollard, Kyle Manangai at receiver. Terry's holding hands with no one, and then Loveland and Fannin at tight end. So happy at tight end, probably just with those two guys, keep it 2 tight ends, and we might just go receiver the rest of the way out and get our quarterback in Mendoza late as well.
Yeah, I drafted Xavier Worthy there. I'm kind of getting a little bit higher on him. Like maybe I'm just like losing faith in Rashi Rice.
Xavier Worthy's just
He'll be somewhat a stand in this range. The next thing I have to do, I mean, like I like my running backs. I have Derrick Henry, Cam Scatbo, Blake Corum. All those guys are going to be heavily used. Obviously, Derrick Henry, Cam Scatbo, if Cam is healthy. My receivers: Puka, Zay Flowers, Marvin Harrison, Mekhi Lemon, Xavier Worthy. There is upside with Mekhi Lemon. I think it's like he is the best receiver in the draft. He was the best receiver coming out of the draft for sure. Is there going to be enough passing volume in their offense to kind of like make it worth it? We'll see. I think that's a question mark still that we'll have to get answered, but I like the spot. Now I have to decide what I want to do with this next pick. There's guys all around here that I kind of like. I'm interested in Tampa for sure. I think Tampa is an interesting matchup for the Rams. So I wouldn't hate to get like a Kenneth Gainwell here. I kind of want to add to I know Kenneth Gainwell, what we saw last season, maybe like his ceiling, but I think, Bucky Irving's a little fragile. What do you feel about Kenneth Gainwell?
Like him. He's going to be fine. I think he's going to catch passes. We saw what he did with Pittsburgh last year. I think Bucky. I'm so uncertain on Bucky. I think Kenneth Gainwell is absolutely going to have a role. I think he's a fine late round RB pickup. Going to have some involvement in the offense and have potential upside if there's injuries there. So yeah, giddy up. And those guys, Gainwell and Bucky, are both going to have to contend with Sean Tucker. So it's not a sure thing as a backup there, but we know Gainwell is going to be in catching passes. Half-point PPR still matters. So I think I like him a lot if you're looking for RB help.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a guy I'm into. I like him and getting him in like Teddy Hurst on. That's like an interesting combo, but also I have the Rams. I have Corum and Puka. So I like that game. Week 17 would be, if this team makes it, there will be interesting little back and forth. So I'll probably draft Gainwell. I do feel like he's been a guy on my list for quite a while. And then it's going to be a little bit for them to come back. I don't know what to do with Tyron Tracy. Do I draft him? Do I pair him with Cam Scatbo? Like there's some like potential concern there. If Cam Scatbo gets hurt, but like maybe this team's dead if Scatbo is out anyways because of where I drafted him. I don't know. What are you thinking?
You're Tyron Tracy stan. It's tough in this team if I would go him. I see you have Willis on the queue, and he's on my queue as well. So we might be battling for the Fighting Dolphins there. I'm just unsure about my current depth and where I need to target. So
how's it looking? What we got? What's baseball?
Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, we see Gavin getting hit around now. He's giving up two on no outs, and that's going to affect, obviously, his ownership there. Skeens is giving up 1, which is fine. I need Zach. Zach Willer's the A side. If Zach Willer can go now, complete game shutout, that's kind of what I'm looking for, right? Skeens has 6 Ks, 7 to 10 Ks, and just I need the Wheeler. The Zach Willer absolute shove game, and that might be incoming. So
I went Kenneth Gainwell there. I'm going to try to add another piece from that Tampa LA Week 17 matchup. So I'll probably add Ted Hurst. Would love to get him. I'm not going to get Willis and Tyrone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go Willis as the QB2. Still disgusting build you've ever seen. Only one receiver off the board. several picks in. I mean, we are hyper fragile, and everything's got to be wide receiver and Mendoza from this point out. So, and the reason I went that is like I need a quarterback that I can potentially get unstacked or potentially grab a Caleb Douglas late, a Chris Bell late, guys with those natures that can stack with them because there's no other Bears receivers I do want to have. So hoping now that I can just build out the receiving core that I need. So we're going to dig. And this is way too early to take guys like Jalen Naylor and Trey Tucker, but that's what I'm going to do just to get my picks later in the draft.
Interesting. I'm gonna get Baker here as long as he's not drafted this next pick. Because I'm gonna be stacking that the Rams and Tampa Week 17 matchup. I want to pair him with Ted Hurst if I can get that. Yeah. So Baker, and I really need you want a QB2 here. I'm only gonna draft 2 QBs with this build. I feel like as long as Baker's healthy, he'll be fine in that offense. I'm probably going to add Jalen McMillan to the pool and pair him potentially with Baker and Ted Hurst. Just kind of going to soak up receiver 3 there. Because we have Chris Godwin. Who else is there? We have Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan.
Emeka. Emeka's the first off the board, and I don't know why we're so certain he'll be the first. I think
he was questionable down the stretch last season.
I think as far as confidence goes, I have the most confidence that Godwin's going to be, if healthy, the number 1 there.
Yeah.
But the question is, it's a big question, is his health. And like, is he going to hold up over a whole season? I don't think anyone can truly know the answer to that, especially for a guy at his age. So we're going to have to wait and see. And that's part of the reason I'm waiting on I know Ted Hurst is getting a lot of steam. And he went to Georgia State.
Teddy Hurst is pull up the stats. I mean, like, he's a monster.
But he was a monster at, essentially JUCO, right? Like he was a monster.
I know. I'm not saying
little men. Like he wasn't
he's still like 6'4", 210. Like that's.
But we see. Listen, Keon Coleman's a monster, and Keon Coleman did nothing.
He's not that size. He's not that big.
Keon Coleman's monster. Pull him up.
Let's see.
Yeah. So as we went.
He's 6'3". He's an inch shorter. He's about the same size that you're right. He's
and these guys, if they don't have any separation and they're just big, we don't play catch ball in the NFL. Catch ball don't mean nothing. Like if you're only high porting, you cannot win in the NFL. Like unless you're absolute prime Calvin Johnson, it really doesn't matter. You need to have separation skills.
I mean, I agree. There's no.
That's why we've always loved Adonai Mitchell so much because he's just been an elite separator his whole career, right? And he just never had the real opportunity, but. We saw him go.
What'd you say?
We saw him go. We saw Adonai go to the Jets and was hyper used. See, this is where with 2 receivers, if he falls to me, I'm just gonna absolutely take a stab at Stephon Diggs and hope he goes to This is a
dude. You have no receivers. Jesus, I mean, like, I'm glad I'm in this draft with you, honestly.
This is gonna be you
have to literally draft receivers the rest of the way.
I am, but listen to me. If Stephon Diggs goes to the right organization, he could be the potential 1. Goes to the Raiders, potential 1. Goes to the Dolphins, potential 1. Anywhere he could be the potential 1, you're gonna see him shoot up the draft board. He's gonna be going 2-3 rounds earlier than he currently is.
I don't know why he seems just a little off his rocker. So I don't love him because I feel like the off the field stuff could seep in. It's like. I don't know,
dude.
man.
Honestly, he's just a wild boy, and like everything was dismissed. Like, yeah, he's a wild boy, but like on the field last year, he was a target earner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Keaton Mitchell here. I want to get RB5. That'll probably be the last RB I draft. It was between him and Joe McMillan, but if I'm gonna go Teddy Hurst late, I think I'm just gonna add the correlation there with Teddy. I do want K-Dot. I think he's going so.
Stephon Diggs absolutely got sniped. So you know what? We're gonna have to go. We have an absolute. Doldrums. And listen, guys, this is a team you just shouldn't draft.
Trey Tucker is your receiver 3. This is a case against robust army.
This is the strongest case you've ever made. I need the Raiders to be absolutely special this year.
You need a lot. You need a lot of things to be special. You need Jalen Naylor to be like the second coming of Puka. You need Trey Tucker. I mean, you're just like I don't even know if you can get everything you need.
I can. I don't think I can either.
All right, I'm going to take McMillan there. He fell a little bit to me. Adds the correlation with Baker. Again, I'm stacking week 17, Rams, Buccaneers. I like that. I have Corum. I have Baker. Puka. I have Jalen McMillan. I'm going to get Teddy Hurst. I'm going to draft K-Dot as well as long as I can get there with him. I should be able to get him, no issue. I'm gonna need. This is a 3 tight end build for sure. I don't have any tight ends yet. I'm gonna have to prioritize one of these guys. I don't think Chig will fall, but if he does, I like him. I don't hate AJ Barner. I think people are sleeping on AJ Barner a little bit. I think he's a interesting tight end in a 3 tight end build. I don't know how you feel about him. I love Gunnar Helm, though. He's a guy that I'm kind of targeting heavily. Kate Otten would be for correlation there. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark Ted Hurst. Like, ideally, with my last few picks, I want a number of those guys. This is the board here. Dude, I hate
how I feel about Gunnar Helm. He's a monster. I think he's obviously Chig's gone. I think he's going to be valuable this year. So, yeah, giddy up for him.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Dude, Zach Wheeler's at no pitches. He could absolutely eat in this matchup here today.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting outs. He's just getting outs. I mean, that's what I need. I need a complete game shutout from my boy. So, listen, I'm gonna need your help. Like, I'm getting in the doldrums. I think I have to go a guy like Ridley, like that has a high projection.
Yeah, I think you got to go Ridley. Ridley's a great pick. I do think pretty much any receiver that's viable. Like, I wouldn't even take the upside receivers here. Like, I would first get guys that like I know are gonna play, and then maybe consider the upside a little later.
Jack Beck is gonna be Puka Nacua 2.0.
I don't know, man. That's
write it in scratch chalk so you can erase it because it's not gonna happen. Jack Beck might not even catch 20 passes.
Yeah. I'm not like a Jack Beck guy. I actually that's wrong. I like Jack Beck, but like I think like a little bit concerned about the offense there, about his role in that said offense. There's question marks I have for sure. All right, how are things looking while we wait for it?
I'm just looking at the draft. I mean, Michael's out. I mean, we see John Rahm. We're following so many sports on this beautiful Sunday. But
Rocchio hit a home run for Guardians.
Did you play any Rocchio?
No, I played. I mean, your shortstop is covered for me in Witt, so like, not that he's gonna score, but like that I played. You know, it's just to me it was an easier play. Like I wasn't going down. But Cleveland is hitting. I mean, the teams we've stacked are scoring, which is good. When you play 7-7-7, you don't want the Tigers who have 0, the Sox who have 0. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
that's where you're dead. That's where you die.
Like, don't lose the slate to start. And it's like, okay, like, can you push enough to win? Like, it becomes tricky down the stretch. But, okay, I'm gonna draft AJ Barner here. I don't know how you feel about AJ Barner. He's actually a guy that like in that offense like is pretty efficient. He's gonna get a lot of the work.
I'd say I feel fair to Midland about him.
I'm probably gonna draft Teddy Hurst here and then go.
Teddy Hurst is getting so much steam.
I did the Baker stack, so like I want to get Teddy. Like it just well, I like him already, but like I think it makes even more sense here. What we want from KC Dillon is just continuous hitting and running if we can get it. If they would be so kind.
Yeah, question here. Do I go Boston? Do I go Stribling or do I go Tesla? You know what? I'm gonna take the Stribling lineup.
Yeah, I think that makes some sense. I don't hate it. It's probably not my favorite because it's like, what is his role going to be doing?
It's going to be as a burner, right? At this point, I'm looking at guys that have passed to starts, right? Like
you have the Kansas City game on your phone. I'm just curious if you watched that. Okay, let's just call it out to me as the game.
Yeah, I'm watching it live, so
yeah, because I want to know, and I hate watching on the damn score. It's horrible.
It's listen. Whenever you can watch baseball, watch baseball.
Yeah.
Right, like whenever you can watch it, just watch it. Don't scroll. Don't enjoy just stressing over a stat you can't even see. Like watch it. All right, Bobby Witt. We're watching Bobby Witt as we do a fun draft here. Bobby Witt pokes a shot. Is it going to drop? It's going to. Oh my goodness! Just an amazing catch, and it like leaves his feet. Superman's. I thought Nathan Church with an absolute amazing catch. Like heartbreaking when you have the Royals, but the fans are going absolutely wild. Just leaves his feet. I'm like, no way he catches this. Just an absolute. You're gonna have to watch it. It's gonna be top 10. It's gonna be a top 10.
You gotta fucking give it to up to. Honestly, your shortstop, which is the better team right now, is Gunnar Henderson. So it doesn't affect you. I would love those points though as a Bobby Witt backer today. Are you watching Vinny P live?
Yep.
Okay, because we need this man to hit. I need to draft K Dot in here, and then I'm gonna go tight end to. So this will be my tight end pool: K Dot and AJ Barner, potentially Pat Fryermuth if he is still there. If not, I'll go Terrence Ferguson for the stack of that Tampa game. All right, how are we looking? What is what's
0-1.
Is he look confident up there? Is he
looks fine up there. There's the thing about Palante we've seen today already. He is getting hit hard. Just some of these balls go right to guys.
Yeah.
Like Nathan Church, that ball Bobby Witt hit with Scorch, and part of the reason he was able to get to it because it didn't drop it didn't drop. It was like just perfect, like he Supermaned out and he called it perfectly. So
interesting.
Yeah, Vinny P 0-1 as we get the ball count. Oh, jammed him 0-2.
All right. Damn, Cade Otten. Someone drafted Cade Otten. Sorry. I'm gonna go Pat Fryermuth. I don't know if you love Pat Fryermuth. He just feels like a steady Eddie this season at tight end. Again, this is a 3 tight end build. So it will be Pat Fryermuth and Terrence Ferguson, who I still like. I mean, I know like Max Clare went there, but it's like feels like Terrence Ferguson's gonna get his opportunity this year. So we'll see where that goes. How's Vinny P looking?
I'm watching him that bad as I try to make my
one in the scoring position. You always want something. Just put the ball in play. Don't strike
him out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strike him out. And Palante's not a strikeout guy, and royal sadness is happening again and again. But we live on. We keep on trying. We keep on targeting.
Vinny P has been pretty bad this season. It's again, let's be real. It's the 3rd inning. They could have a monster. I mean, it's not like you want a big inning next inning, or about midway through the game, you want around 4 or 5 runs because then you could really pour it on late.
Correct.
Damn, Jose almost 1 yard.
So I'm looking at right now as we approach Taylor your draft pick. Are we gonna get auto draft Taylor once again?
No, I have guys marked now, so we're good. I like my team so much better than your team, and it tells a coherent.
My team tells a coherent story of absolute being dog shit. So
okay, let's just take a look at my team here and tell me what you think. Honestly, just give me. And I think this is a solid team. The thing is, do I go Eli Stowers or Terrence Ferguson?
Go Stowers. Go the young blood upside. I think.
I feel like Stowers is the better. We'll see if Stowers is still there.
Was that where they're still entering the 6th inning with 66 pitches and 7 strikeouts and no runs? I mean, gonna need every single bit of that. Okay. So you guys are gonna hate this, right? It's gonna be Caleb Douglas, who's going undrafted. Then it's gonna be Jack Beck, who is also going undrafted. And this is gonna be my receiving core to kick up the 2026 season in this particular draft. It's gonna be Terry McLaurin, Jalen Naylor, Trey Tucker, Calvin Ridley might be fun, DeJon Stribling, Chris Bell, Caleb Douglas, and Jack Beck. Running backs. Running backs can compete with Bijan, Jeremiah Love, Breece Hall, Tony Pollard, Kyle Monangai, happy there. Quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, Malik Willis, Fernando Mendoza, and then tight end I'm happy with is Colson Loveland, Harold Fenton. Interesting. Don't have the best correlation. Don't have the best upside receivers, but I do have a case if the Mendoza Fighting Raiders take a step forward and they have a great Week 17 matchup. It could be an interesting team. So, could definitely.
He said the Mendoza Fighting Raiders. Like he just told the Fighting Irish. He added Mendoza. He's like, what sounds like this could do? It's just crazy. Like I mean, you're gonna have weeks still that you don't have receivers score for you, and it's just like if you that team,
you're right. You're right. I'm gonna have. Listen,
look at my team. Like, this is not my ideal. But just look how much better this team is. I feel like, you have an elite running back core, but it's like your running backs are not so much better than my running backs, and you have no receivers. Like, is Lamar Jackson Baker Mayfield? Like, I don't love Baker, but like again, a solid QB2. He's going to air it out, and then I have Derrick Henry, Cam Scatbo, Blake Corum, Kenneth Gainwell, Keaton Mitchell, all guys who will contribute in some workhorse backs there, especially Derrick Henry and Cam Scatbo. They could just like score a shit ton of touchdowns for me. Puka Nacua, Zay Flowers, Mekhi Lemon, Marvin Harrison, Xavier Worthy, Jalen McMillan, and Ted Hurst. Right, the stack with Tampa Bay. I have Puka Nacua with Baker Mayfield and Blake Corum. So like the Week 17 matchup there is going to be favorable for me if I'm there. And then my tight ends, I have AJ Barner, Pat Fryermuth, with Eli Stowers. Again, AJ Barner is like one of my favorite late round tight ends. He's just so involved in that offense. And like again, that's kind of, it's not like he's going to be a high volume guy, but like he could score multiple touchdowns. You could see 7 to 8 touchdowns on the upside. Pat Frymuth is as steady as they come. He's going to, give you a solid line. He won't be phenomenal week in.
I like Frymuth they ran multiple tight ends last year. I think he's a fine bet to do well. Dude,
Yeah.
I like your team better. Your team better. My team tells the story of an absolute chaos.
Dude, your team is absolute, just like the craziest chaos I've ever seen.
Which could be a lot of fun. Could be a lot of headache.
I mean, it's gonna be fun for the people playing with you for sure, which is me.
Yeah, it's gonna. This is the biggest case. Is just what we could see is if there's a step forward on those guys for the Raiders, and there's an alpha there that shows up. It could be absolutely a fun time. But yeah, I see your point. Okay, let's go ahead and let's end it. We got baseball, we got golf to watch, we got other things to do.
We could just sit here and watch.
Yeah, you guys don't want to watch our sports, but I'm gonna take down the 777 today. We're gonna parlay that into 100K month. That's my motto. 100K month.
That's your motto. I like that you develop mottos in real time. Yeah. Hey, this is the philosophy I live by. I'm gonna draft T Ferg here. I didn't even finish my draft. I went 4 tight ends, which is interesting. No, I wanted I wanted Terrence Ferguson as a part of that game stack, but I like my team, honestly. It's a solid team.
Which is kind of hilarious. Just Gunnar Henderson with another double, too. Just absolutely he's raking today. Dude, Paul Skeen's getting raked over hot coals right now. Harper solo shot and then just gave up a single. He's had a fine day. He still has 7 Ks. He's going to be just fine at his ownership. Really, once again, our leverage is only through the other side, and that's going to be through the Wheeler side.
Yeah, you'd much rather you'd much rather Skeens be doing this, to be honest with you.
Correct.
All right, folks. We'll be back. Fun. Then we'll do some more drafts. We'll just do drafts because it's more fun. We can
pick apart our teams. So and we'll talk a little strategy as we get closer. But yeah, we enjoy this. This is what we do all the day. So I mean, we're either walking the trails on the property or we are drafting. And usually we're doing both. And we also have young kids. So.
And I'm still fucking you got to mark it, guys. All right, dude. We'll just stand for a second because I want to talk to you about baseball. What you got right here?